女の話をしよう。肥大化した自我は女の人生を食いつぶした。誰だろうと夢を見る自由はある。理想の自分、理想の快楽、理想の未来、理想の他人、理想の恋人、理想の別離。誰だろうと安い夢を見る自由はある。だが、その大半は悪い夢だ。
I wake to a familiar ringing. This is my room. Maybe I'm still half asleep, but I can't clearly recall what happened. We beat Passionlip, went further into a deeper layer, and then... Shinjiko turned to a boss, then blasted you back with rock-solid shield. Yeah, I had a good hunch that would happen. That's what happened. BB caught Shinjiko and ended up turning her into a new labyrinth core. It seems that after I returned to the old school, I fell asleep out of fatigue from the fight with Flip. Wonder how long I've been asleep. Yeah, had a plentiful sleep of over a full 24 hours. Felt lonely being neglected, but it's all in the past now. I'm a servant who puts her master first, so it's okay. Yeah, it wasn't like I was sleeping next to you or anything and was interrupted by that damn student council call. Ugh, blockheads. First on my caster, I rushed to get ready. Though we did have to deal with Shinjiko, there's also the matter of our recovered memory data. Let's hurry to the student council room. A few things here. Speaker caster, I guess. Darling, have you remembered anything about me yet? Okay, please don't worry about it. Memory or not, you're still my darling. My caster may be a teensy bit sad about it, but honestly, I don't mind. Let's take our sweet time getting her those memories back. Alright, Passionlip. We should have all of her data now. Noble Phantasm. Noble Phantasm that BB granted this alter ego. This Noble Phantasm strikes with more accuracy and damage the deeper her love toward her target is. Even if it's utterly one-sided, she'll never let her loved one escape. The servant was made from the Valkyrie Brynhildr from the Volsunga saga. It is the spear of love and hatred that she wielded to get revenge on her husband Sigurd, who betrayed and wounded her honor. Strictly speaking, it's not the spear itself, but a deep love and hatred Brynhildr felt for Sigurd taking the shape of a spear. In the Volsunga saga, the fearless hero Sigurd takes Brynhild, who lay asleep in a ring of fire, as his wife. But afterwards, Sigurd betrays her, presenting her as his brother-in-law's wife. At first, Brynhild believed that Sigurd gotten drunk, leading him to lose his memories, and so accepted these events as her immutable fate. However, she learned that Sigurd had already regained his memories by then. In the end, Brynhild conspired to kill the man she loved most in the entire world, and willingly took her own life in order to follow him. Alter egos are high servants created as a composite amalgamation of heroic spirits. BB accessed the Mooncell's servant archives, chose goddesses compatible with each ego, and reproduced the data. Alter egos came into existence as composite goddesses. Passionlip is made up of 3 goddesses. The first is the goddess of beauty from Hindu mythology, Parvati, a goddess who loved her husband, the god of destruction Shiva, with blind devotion. Second is the goddess of war, Durga. Considered a facet of Parvati, Durga possesses 10 weapons given to her as divine gifts. Passionlip's giant's claws are an incarnation of those 10 swords. The third is the goddess from Scandinavia, Brynhildr. Unable to be joined with the hero she loved, this queen called forth destruction in her sorrow. In Wagner's opera, she was considered to be Brunhild, who appeared as a Valkyrie that escorts the souls of the departed to Valhalla. It goes without saying that this work depicts a tragedy where she despaired over her love and killed her own beloved. Huh. Just looking at that and mentioning that thing, it's like, oh, what? It's like, well, in FGO, there's a thing that that a good chunk of the servants have called Brynhildr's Beloved, which Brynhildr's Noble Phantasm does boosted damage to those types of enemies. And it's kind of odd that Passionlip doesn't have that ability on her Noble Phantasm, and it's basically just an exclusive bonus that only Brynhildr gets. You'd think that they would actually do that, but whatever. End of Love and Hate. The End of Love and Hate. An ego born from BB's desire to court and love and hate. The kind is of alluring innocent girl that men can't help but lust for. The claws for her hands embody her desire to protect herself from being an easy target for men. Directed at Hakano Kishinami for a certain reason, after speaking in the labyrinth, her attraction only grew. She wished to be close, to touch, to talk to them, but due to her personality, those wishes would never be granted, not even once. I want to talk, but for some reason they're scared of me, so I can't talk to them. I want to be close, but for some reason they run from me, so I can't be close. I want love, but they don't seem to like me, so I can't be loved. Her love grew deeper from that dilemma, but because of Hakano Kishinami's rejection, love turned to sorrow. Unable to bear those feelings, by seeing the cause of them as an enemy, someone to be hated, she was just barely able to keep her heart from breaking. The actions of a heart faced with reality couldn't take while sane. That is, a rampage akin to insanity. The only one she loved in this entire world gave to her a single kindness. Passionate will continue to cherish that miracle for all eternity. Even if despair great enough to crush her heart is all that awaits her afterward. Okay. She should have new stuff to say now. This girl dreams too much about President Leo. Now it looks like she started having dangerous delusions about him. I'm fine just watching the person I admire from far. It's alright. I don't think she'll actually do anything risky. Probably. Alright, I'll have to change my approach. What if I hit him from the angle of a flirty bookworm type girl? After school, in an empty classroom, I pin him down. Be aggressive. That sort of thing. Gather ye rosebuds while ye may. And if I'm going to do so, I need to do some research to find out what times President Leo is alone. How can anyone just, like, stay indoors and not diet? Personally, I keep that sort of thing in check. Yep, it's true. Once you abandon your womanhood, it's all over for you. Huh? You're gonna clear the labyrinth soon? Really? No lie? You can go if you want to. We won't be leaving. Going back to the Holy Grail War just means we'll get deleted. It's all good. It's all good. If you take down BB for us, it'll feel like the Student Council will have done its part. Go to the Student Council room later. You want to know what I'm doing? Studying ahead of lesson plan, preparing for college exams. I know this isn't exactly the best time for it, but ultimately this is all I can do. Thinking back, the Holy Grail War was great. Humans weren't so happy with me being so repetitious, but I had my place there. Now I'm just a ghost with no guts to escape and no goal to fight for. I really envy Sakura. There's a rumor that Miss Fujimura is actually packing some huge no way. If that were true, my radar would be going off. It's bothering me, though. Yep, I guess I gotta do a little research. Sounds like duty calls for the Big Titty Verdict Committee. During conversation, did you use the triangle button? You can skip through the conversations, but it's possible that you might miss some important information. In that case, with the square button, the log appears. Go ahead and try it out. By the way, the start button is different from the triangle button. It'll skip a conversation until you press it again. How useful. If you didn't use the triangle button to skip over me, I'd be grateful. Kishinami, listen to this. You know Father Konomine? He says peeps without sacrament or no customers of his. I don't have any damn sacrament. Those wads of bills are just scraps of paper now? How fearsome BB is. She went straight to suppressing the circulation of money. She knows what it takes to rule the people. Feeling like that must never be given power. Please do your best to get rid of her. Another master is being used, I hear. But if only a woman can be going to labyrinth, then this is the end, isn't it? Sorry, we can go back to the near side, yeah? You made that student council, so you'll be able to step up and get us out of this mess, yeah? So BB made a new sentinel. With that and all those alter egos, her authority keeps expanding. We also want to come up with some way to counter BB, but we just don't have enough power even put together. I'll give an example using your levels. In the time it takes me to gain 1 level, BB will gain 10. The gap will only get wider and wider. To be honest, if BB were to attack us administrative NPCs, we'd drop like flies. I'll talk to him a second time. It's a bit of a shame. I wanted to get a good look at one of those alter egos, see what sort of thing it is. Is there any real point in what the Student Council does? No offense intended, I'm just talking in terms of being able to defeat BB. To me, it's just plain reckless to try. Also, you've noticed it already, right? That BB ignores us? All she cares about is modding herself. If that's so, then if she's leaving us now, maybe we'll go scot-free. Since the helplessness is spreading among us administrative NPCs. It's a shame to say, but now there's even talks about whether to restrain and free Sakura, being the same model BB as and all. We're acting like humans with all their nasty self-contradictions. Ah, no, I'm sorry, I wasn't criticizing you guys. Did you know that aquariums are typical for first dates? Picking dark places really is critical, I guess. After the aquarium, we can have a lavish dinner at a restaurant where you can see the ocean. Maybe it's still a bit too early for that. He invited me to an aquarium for our first date. You know what? That's not a bad choice, is it? It took me 108 suggestions to get this through. Wish he would have been quicker on the uptake. There's also a situation of what to do after the aquarium. This guy isn't going to go off the cuff, is he? No, he couldn't be, right? There's a lot less people in the building now, huh? You best be go home too, while there's still light out. Maybe I'll get going soon too. Okay, I was just thinking for a second. It's like, oh yeah, Shinji's not there. Kiara's probably not over here. Nope. Oh yeah, a while back I saw Rin Tosaka talking to Konomine. I got the impression that they were awfully friendly. Do those two actually get along? Rin Tosaka was being herself, absolutely trashing the commissary's stock, but Konomine took it surprisingly well. I haven't seen that one servant around lately, the one that comes out of the janitor's closet to buy stuff. I wonder what happened to that guy. Infirmary's locked. You know how Karigiri became a laboratory? Is that so? Awesome. It's got nothing to do with us. I don't want to talk anymore. That girl and I are just regular NPCs. Resisting, thinking, it's all meaningless. Just so annoying. Why is this girl so desperately clasping my hand and stuff? So stop it. You can't go back to being all depressed. There aren't any more periodic health checks from the moon cell, you know. If you go into self-isolation mode, we won't be able to reboot you. Even if it hurts, please don't stop thinking. Fight. Tsukimihara, fight. Don't give in. You're beautiful, Maki. Am I being weird? I'm the manager for the track and field club, so this is the only support command I have. The Seraph is a virtual space created by the moon cell from pseudo-spiritons based on thaumaturgical theory. The Seraph can harbor souls, a new reality for humans to live with the promise of a new frontier. This far side of the moon is also a Seraph, but there's no Seraph on the far side, so BB probably made it herself. Once the Seraph has been established, it will essentially keep running indefinitely. That is unless the dimensional space upon which Seraph is founded doesn't collapse anyway. In the physical world, there are finite resources, but not so in Seraph. Your resources are basically endless. But the total volume of resources is decided. If there were anything that could increase without limit, it would be human desires. By the way, there are differences between common student NPCs, management NPCs, and advanced AI. Purpose of student NPCs in the Holy Grail War is an audience for the peace of mind of masters. Their capabilities are minimal, and their character roles are replaceable. They are deleted after the Holy Grail War. Afterwards, a different character is created and placed in a different department. Management NPCs are higher ranked. We are tasked with facilitating the progress of the Holy Grail War, so we're always active. We're also deleted after the Holy Grail War, but only are records of its events. Our character roles are retained, and we are reused for the next Holy Grail War. And lastly, the advanced AIs are, well, pretty much the same as management NPCs. The records are also deleted. However, advanced AI have certain privileges. They are granted personalities and capability to think and make decisions. The Infirmary Sakura, the commissaries Kata the Konomine, and then, what the cleaning committee chairman is too. Okay, he's just repeating. I can't remember if he said that last one previously or not. There, okay. City Council, you masters made us in an administration look almost impotent. Congress does not move forward, it dances. We're split in two. An execute BB party and a neutral party. Advanced AIs who reject BB make up the executive party. Low-ranked regular NPCs of the Holy Grail War are in the neutral party. It's appalling. This is no time to be debating. I wonder if they even grasp that. No signals from the moon cell. Going this long without a response, we really need to do something. Just a rumor, but I hear that there are NPCs who surrendered to BB and were saved. She let them off the hook without, out of pity. They say she's gone rogue, but would a rogue AI be capable of such decisions? She's operating under an unshakable ideology. That's my guess anyway. He's right, we really can't rely on the moon cell. We need to do something ourselves to fix this mess. It's just that I want to try to talk to BB. An AI who can bear alter egos from her heart. I know how dangerous such an entity is, but I also want to try meeting with her. Okay. There's Taiga. A long time ago, the commissary used to carry stuff like weekly magazines. Unsurprisingly, it looked like there's no way to get there's no way any magazines will be coming in. Sorry. All right, what you got?
そこのお客様、新商品入荷のお知らせですよ。
New goods have arrived? Wonder what? If it's good, I may want to buy it.
今回はサーバント用の衣装を入荷してみました。細かい小物では私も張り合いがないのでね。さくら君に無理を言って厳重に保管されていたレースを仕入れたのだよ。画面には映らなかったがアクションムービー並みの活躍をしてきた。この値段には私の労働費と治療費も含まれている。いい商品というものは必要経費がかかるものだ。遠慮のない散財に期待する。
First off, let's check missing codes. What do we got? I need to check the ones that I have stock of 0. That's a new one. Masters slightly heals HP at the end of turn. That could be, depending on how much that heals, that could be pretty nice. Protection. Oh, defense. Okay. Defense is always nice too. And that. Okay. Oh good, the one I just ran out of. Nice. Good, I can now buy that. Men's cotton gloves. Oh, I can only buy one or the other. Well, obviously we're getting a new outfit for Tamamo.
では、購入した服はマイルームのクローゼットへ転送しておこう。好きな時に使うがいい。
Services are on point. They scratch those itches I can't reach myself. This priest, no, this clerk is nothing to scoff at.
たまに発想が遅れるが、その時は涙を流しながら耐えるといい。このざま。
I have a few gripes about that service, but I don't have the luxury to complain. Great sacrifices are always made behind the scenes to support convenience. Even this priest must be hustling in other endeavors.
いや、規定外の労働はしないだけだが何か。宅配サービスの苦情など、当店は一切お断りしております。
Listen to this, Kishinami. I was just digging into the ground to escape and all. What do you know? There's an entire ocean under us. Even Teach did a double take at this revelation, and it looks like it'll be pretty tough to tackle. And so, Kishinami, commence the Taiga quest. Teach is thinking so that we can escape. We could swim under the electronic sea swim through this electronic sea under the school. That's why I want Kishinami to bring me a tool for swimming across an entire electronic sea as soon as possible, please. What? What up? I heard the news. Hard to believe that even Jiniko got turned into a labyrinth. Man, BB's more progressive than even the business models for the social games, yo. A neat for a boss? Now I've seen it all. Huh? My expressions are weird? You want me to stop messing around? This is what I do. Jesu is part of the Impressionist Club. This is just another one of my impersonations. I tried becoming an annoying character like Jinako. Hey, real talk, I'd rather respect Jinako, so I want you to save her ass. Doesn't an insect have a soul for 5 minutes? Is there not a demand for that weight of pork? That kind of thing. Even variety show actors deserve human rights. Oh, but even if you do decide to help me, I can't give you a single thing in return. Okay. Pretty much every master is gathered into the student council room. The only one not here is Jinako, who turned into a sentinel.
Ah, 来ましたね。お疲れとは思いますが、次期記憶の開封になりますので、呼びつけてしまいました。
I greatly concerned Leo, saying I'm fine, but then I observe everyone again.
実に緊迫した空気。小生もさすがに黙っておる。ところでレオ会長、朝食はまだですかな?
Everyone, excluding Gato, has their lips sealed. We had forgotten these memories. Obviously, these guys are nervous, wondering what truths were taken away from us by BB. Among them, I suddenly sensed Julius looking at me.
すまんな。俺がもっと早くジナコカリギリを捕捉していればよかったのだが。
Julius seems to feel responsible for what happened to Jinako.
それは兄さんの責任ではありません。元はといえば、ジナコさんを一人にしてしまった僕の責任です。叱責や追及は僕が受けるもの。兄さんはよくやってくれました。
そうだな。そう言ってもらえると、こちらもいろいろ助かる。
Perhaps relieved by Leo's words, Julius slightly smiles. But it's a little strange. Just now, the smile formed from the lifted creases of his mouth wasn't one of joy, but more like...
ちょっと、大丈夫なのシンジ。顔色と髪、草みたいに真っ青よ。まさか儚かないでしょうね。
うるさいな。髪が青いのは生まれつきだよ。僕は怖がってなんかない。お前たちに先を越されるのが嫌なだけだ。いいから、さっさと済ませろよな。
膝が震えているぞシンジ。強がりは余計に恐れを生む。これ、小生のように泰然と構えるがよい。
何言ってんだよ。あんたは体全体で震えてるじゃんか。超振動ピストンかっていうの。
いいな、これは無茶ぶるいである。ところでレオ会長、朝食はヤムチャというのはいかがですかな?
Thanks to Reen's loquacity, the mood of the student council room eased up a little. The same thought hangs over all of us. We're each afraid of what our forgotten memories will be like. However, we can't stay afraid forever. All the more if there are clues in them to help us figure out the truth.
記憶キューブの開放準備整いました。キアラさん、万が一に備えてのメンタルケアよろしくお願いします。
承知いたしております。暗号化された記憶の解放は容易でしょう。問題があるとしたらその後、皆さんがこの旧校舎で培われた束の間の思い出と取り戻された記憶、その双方がうまく融和しない不具合、深刻なコンフリクトを起こす事態になりましたら、それは実に厄介と申せますので、そのために私は控えております。
なるほど。最悪2つの表層人格が現れる事態があるのですね。どうってことないわ。誰だって多かれ少なかれ性格の裏表はあるものだし、自分は自分よ。どっちだって飲み込んでやるわ。
A very typical decisiveness out of Reen, though I can see a bit of the same desperation as when her SG was exposed.
では、オペレーションを開始します。皆さん、できるだけ心を落ち着けて、抵抗はしないでください。
Sakura's voice sounds firmer than usual. In that instant, I saw fragmented yet vivid flashbacks of vivid battles. Seal's release finished quickly, far too abruptly. I instinctively threw my guard up, despite feeling no pain or shock. The only thing that was my thoughts were sluggish, as if my brain went numb, as if I was underwater. The that's not a word I ever see. Anyways, of my thoughts was far slower than compared to what normally is. The act of simply remembering my own name exerts me. I get the impression of diving to the bottom of a pool and picking up a small coin. At the bottom of that pool, I can see the amount of fragments that weren't there before. Once I focus my awareness and pick from the bottom of my thoughts, I see one, then another. Their visages, the ones I had overcome, return to me. They're the people I defeated. I recall the figures of the competitors I finished by my own hand, as if it had all happened long ago. They include my friend Shinji beside me right now, the Green Archer's Master, Alice, the Ghost, and the assassin, Julius, who bore animosity toward me since the preliminaries. I remembered. No, I regained. Memories of the Holy Grail War. I can still only recall bits and pieces, but I know for sure I advanced to the 5th round. But that's everything. I can recall my memories of the Holy Grail War, but anything before that, of the me prior to the Holy Grail War, of the history of the Hakuno Kishinami who decided to join this fight, and of the reason why I did so, it's all still removed from my memory. Somehow I endured the dizziness and reassured Sakura. Though our memories have now returned, not a single person exhibits a satisfied expression. Leo, Reen, and even the expressionless Ronnie is standing emotionless, brows knitted. Well, except for one person. Shinji crumpled to his knees. Holding his nausea down, his breathing grows harsh. My legs rushed toward him without me telling them so. It surprised even me. Shinji looked at me, startled. From his gaze I feel a twinge of fear and despair.
Boku no kyouku no saishū kōshin wa 5回戦の決戦後で停止しています。皆さんもその認識でよろしいですか？
私もそんな感じよ。決戦前か決戦後かはまだ曖昧だけど。私も同様です。3回戦の記憶が曖昧ですが、部分ははっきりと確認できます。ですが、確認できるのは自分のレコードだけです。誰が誰と戦ったのかまでは思い出せません。
そのようですね。自分が誰と戦い、誰を破ってきたかしか思い出せない。兄さんはどうですか？僕と足並みは一緒だったはずですが。
俺も5回戦までの記憶しかない。対戦相手は
Julius looks over towards me. Who was Julius' opponent in the 5th round? His stare alone served as plenty to an answer to that.
そうですか。その結果は。
悪いな。覚えていないな。お前はどうだ？俺との決戦を思い出せるか？
I shake my head negative. All I can remember is that I did end up fighting Julius. According to my memories, something went on between us since the 1st round. Julius was hostile to Hakuno Kishinami. All I remember is that he detested me from the very beginning to the very end, considering me to be a threat to Leo that must be eliminated.
参りましたね。封印されていた記憶には BB の秘密なり弱点が隠されていると推測しましたが、これはただ単に僕たちの関係を円満に進めるための配慮だったようです。表の聖杯戦争では誰と誰が戦っていたのか、誰が敵で誰を殺したかったのか。確かにそんな記憶があったら僕らは協力し合ってはいなかった。いえ、 殺し合いすら始めていたかもしれない。
記憶が取り上げられていたのはこの旧校舎の平和を保つためだった。そういうことですか、レオ。
意図は分かりませんが、そう捉えるべきでしょう。それとも他に何か思い出した人はいますか？ BB の秘密や都合の悪い事実に思い当たる人がいたら挙手してください。
Not a single hand is raised. Everyone is equally silent. That's because all they know is what happened to me. That said, I myself don't know any of Hakuno Kishinami's personal details.
なんとなく分かってはいたんだ。分かってはいたんだよ。
Shinji?
記憶なんて取り戻したってしょうがないって。そんなもの忘れていた方が幸せだって。もう余計なことしやがって。どうするんだよ。こんなのどうすればいいんだよ。
Shinji isn't acting normal. His eyes are sunk, cheeks drooping, hair disheveled. The shock is so great he's falling apart. I should at least say something.
所詮お前には分かんないんだよ、この辛さが。もどかしくて目をつぶるのすら恐ろしいんだ。くそくそくそくそ。いいよ、いいから放っておいてくれ。こんなはずじゃないんだ。僕はこんなはずじゃないんだから。
Shinji is covering his face with his hands, muttering to himself. Talking to him would hurt more than help. All I can do is leave him be for a while.
でもなんか引っかかるのよね。私の対戦相手、3回戦と次の6回戦2通りあったような。
2通り？一度に2人と戦ったという？
そうじゃなくて2つのパターンがあった気がするのよ。例えば次の対戦相手は。
Green spoke up to that point, then suddenly fell silent. For a single instant, it was almost like I felt her glance toward me.
ミス遠坂、記憶のデフラグがつかないようでしたらさくらに見てもらって
は。お構いなく。お気遣いどうも。お互いの経過を逐一突き合わせて荒探ししている時間もなさそうだし。
何か都合の悪いことでも？すみません、睨まないでください。気になっているのはジナコさんですね。
私ジナコのことを全く記憶していなかった。担任のレコードが思い出せないにしても校舎で誰とすれ違ったかはきっちり思い出せる。なのにジナコとは一度も会っていないのよ。他のメンツは？聖杯戦争でジナコを見たことある人いる？
Everyone identically shakes their head. Now she mentions it, it is strange. Hinako is one of the masters who joined the Holy Grail War too. How among this many masters did no one see her even once?
まあ、挙動不審の塊だからね、あの子。結局、本人から聞き出さないとか。
If only we could just get the slightest bit of information on Jinako. Thinking so, I go and asking again about her kidnapping, then see Julius. At that same moment,
結論の出ない議論はスイーツですか？当然スイーツに決まってますよね。もちろんスイーツに決まってますよね。
our voices immediately cut out. Like a goldfish in a bowl, Shinji's mouth repeatedly flaps open and shut. It was something we half expected, a large-scale hack by BB. The student council collectively sighs, displeased by the nonsensical meddling, and keeps quiet.
その調子です。ナイスランチ、ナイスシュガー、ナイスカラメリック。甘くてほろ苦いモラトリアムを永遠に満喫してください。BB チャンネル始まりです。 モニターの前の皆さんこんばんは。ムーンセルでブクマナンバー1の愉快コンテンツ BB チャンネルの時間です。司会はおなじみ小悪魔 BB ちゃん。視聴者はワンカップな水たまりでお遊戯に夢中なメダカの皆さんです。そろそろこの番組構成マンネリですか？でも相変わらず番組中の発言権は先輩だけです。なのでいい加減暴れても無駄だって分かってくださいね。そこの残念系ワカメとかもう言い訳ましたから、虫は虫でも同類な餌になるしかない最底辺の虫テラワカメさん。
You're sticking with seaweed? BB's insults do warrant some ire, even if for the wrong reason. There's no getting used to this excitement. It's not just because of the studio's bizarre ambience. Even I can tell she's actually enjoying this from the bottom of her heart. I can feel it. Take Gato, for example. He's soaking up every second of this. Most likely because he's an airhead, but still. As for BB, her sense of refinement is more than I can bear. It's almost painful to look at her.
ひしひし感じるグランパ目線。先輩のそんな分け知り顔なんて見たくありません。もっともっと泣き出しそうなマジでマジ泣き5秒前の絶望チックなポロッポロ笑顔がお似合いですよ。まあそんなダサイクルも本日限りで打ち止めです。お次は出口無用攻略不能行列のできる人気迷宮ですから。というわけで今回の BB チャンネル噂の迷宮のボス、最近話題のセンチネルさんの正体にズバリ迫ります。わあ、誰なんでしょう。全然わかりません。先輩の知ってる人かもですし、予想だにしない人かも。発売日も延期したことだし、まさかコストムシムシ驚愕の新キャラ。
ステマオツ。ジーナコさんはバトル側の人間じゃないんで、それだけ釘刺しに来たっす。ボスとか攻略とか関係ないっす。
センチネルはジナコさんでした。さすが平常運転のやる気ゼロ。ちなみにスラッシュはパイスラッシュのスラッシュです。
好きでパイスラッシャーやってるわけじゃないっす。ああ、でも絶壁無双のラニさんならパイスカッシャーですね。
What's this I feel? Though I can't see or hear her next to me, I get the sense that Ronnie's staring down at her own chest with a perplexed look right about now. All that aside, I guess our next opponent is going to be Jinako. Jinako looks away, so as not to make eye contact.
顔出しはこれで十分っすね、BB さん。今後は一切ノーコメントっす。こんな無理ゲー関わっちゃダメっす。かまってちゃんはスルーが大原則っす。
Jinako, wait. Seems her transmission ended, but right before she vanished, she looked right over at me.
はい、お疲れ様。自分でスカウトしておいてなんですが、ぶっちゃけジナコさんには期待していません。隠れステップ竹アピールとかもそろそろ鬱陶しいですし、攻略不可能対象とか分かりやすくしてほしいのです。ですが彼女の護衛だけは正真正銘超級のサーバント、エビでメガロドンを釣るとはこのこと。同じ金でもどこかの金ピカさんと違って働き者と来ていますし、ジナコさんにはもったいないサーバントと評判です。ああ、でも彼女のウェハーなプライドのためにフォローすると、実際ウォールの素材としては最高ですよ。バッキバキに屈折していますからね、ジナコさん。それに比べたら BB ちゃんのレーザーよりも一本道のどこまでもまっすぐな構成明大さに感謝してください。構成明大とか言っちゃいました、私。そっか、話し合いもありですよね。どうしましょうか先輩。うまくすれば取引とかできちゃいますよ。
You're hearing her say that. Seeing that she clearly intends not to, I rolled up my fist and started shaking it on its own. I want to head to the labyrinth right away and save Jinako. But why is this program running, unbelievably, for the 5th time? I haven't the faintest idea what BB's thinking. She may have gone rogue, but she must be up to something. Cutting a deal. What is BB after? BB isn't enough of a heroine. So basically, the plan is to give her a new start, like pooling together her efforts to the Student Council to bolster her.
ご主人様、腐ったドリアンはおやつに入りませんよ。しつけのなっていないサーバントです。そんなに BB チャンネルの営業を妨害するなら、次は1対1の BB の部屋でお待ちしていますからね、先輩。
As always, sitting through this BB time slots is rougher than holding your breath for a while. But Hakuno doesn't seem to feel so bad about it, does he? I pretty much get a sense of humor now. If one is going to be suppressed, then they may as well be comfortable doing it. You optimistically approve of everything, but will reject anything if it's useless. Incredible, Leo, nothing gets to you. Thank you very much. Despite who I am, if he were to pursue an exclusivity agreement with BB Channel, I might just flip out. Did everyone make it out all right? Kishinami, are you okay? That circuit was especially demanding on you. Thanks, Sakura. Everyone else is like a spectator, but I was a guest invited to the stage and made to partake in the absurdity. I'm completely worn out. No surprise. Honestly, I can sympathize. If it were me up there, I definitely would have high-kicked her in the face. But I'm sure at that moment she would make an example of me by pausing me, then spinning the camera all crazy. BB. She scares me. No, that wouldn't be the end of it. After, she'd play a secret footage of when I was made to a labyrinth. I would die if that happened. Would I quietly retire? Maybe the only choice would be to become BB's lackey and destroy everything. For sure. If the Miss Tosaka from back when she was a domineering psyched boss stood before this Miss Tosaka, I'm sure she would lose it. Even when viewed objectively, it's cruel. One would certainly call it a maiden's hell. You damn voyeur. I could say the same things about you. Alright, now let's calm down, you two. As members of the Student Council, we should be intellectuals about this, okay? Anyway, Jinako is our focus right now. Unlike with Ultra Egos, our goal this time is not to defeat her, but rescue her.
Stop.
One moment. Where's Chief Gato? Do you happen to know Shinji? Huh? As soon as that guy was freed from BB's hack, he flew out of the Student Council room. Gato, you couldn't have gone alone to the labyrinth again. This is bad. Hakuno, we can talk later. Explore the labyrinth as well, but please be somewhat prompt in protecting Chief Gato. I believe that creature could likely fend for himself fine, but we have no choice. He's like a member of Student Council like us. Well, knowing Gato, he should be okay. If it were Passion-Lip, then that would be one thing, but our opponent this time is Jinako. Don't bother rushing things. Please make exploring the labyrinth your main priority. Gato. Everyone is clearly worried about him, so why are they again disrespecting him? At any rate, let's head to the labyrinth. Unlike the rest of the staff here, I have to take this seriously. To help my fellow peon. Hey, here are some provisions. About your memories. I know everyone's having a hard time right now, but please be careful. It's gonna be okay, Kishinami. We'll definitely get back the memories you still don't have yet soon. Damn. I should have never gone through with it if this was gonna happen. Kishinami, if it weren't for you... No, that's not it. That's not it. Damn it. Shut up. Don't talk to me. Leave me alone. It's not late to be saying this now, but regardless of the near-side relationship, until we escape the far side, we're still going to be in a partnership. Let's both trust each other as much as possible. It's a little late. Okay, yeah, same thing. It gladdens me to see that this outcome of recovering our memories ended without a strife between the Masters. Though the Masters gathered here are mutual foes, we have respect for the affairs that one must prioritize as a human. Again? Considering this is Chief Gato, I think he may just show back up out of the blue. Now I know for sure that my actions during this time as a Sentinel were temporary confusion, not my true self. Yuniko Karagiri's case makes that readily apparent. That's because the subconscious doesn't surface. Also, when one is 11th, they're synchronized with BB. An unwanted personality change happens, basically. Yep, I think that's it. Otherwise, these SGs couldn't possibly exist. I must say, those are some impressively dramatic changes the two of you went through. Is President Leo running his mouth? Perhaps I should start by setting off some Atlas-style mustard bombs around here. You alright, Kurtai? Are your memories jumbled up in any way? Me? I'm okay. I'm not the delicate type that loses her cool over something like this. Hey, darling, it's okay if I tag behind you, right? From behind you, I can use my good wife beam at will. I mean, I can cozily watch over you, can't I? Another unexpected question. Actually, it's a little late to be asking, but, Wait, I'm gonna end up with more tales. What are you trying to accomplish, fluffing up your good wife like this? Darling, if you weren't the type to start messing around out of nowhere, maybe your memory returning cured you. Could something so convenient really happen to me? No way. I know Darling is using his memory recovery as an excuse to attack me. Well then, though I'm happy about it, do you really need to fluff my tails this much? Pardon me, do you think I really do smell like the sun? Darling, how rude. Even if it's you saying it, don't treat my tail like a futon freshly brought out from drying in the sun. Anyway, about the sun thing. Never mind. Now I forgot what I wanted to talk about. Gosh. I know it, that's a relief. My fragments are coming back to me still, but I was definitely her master. My body perfectly remembers the soothing bell-like voice resounding about here. Well, if I were to verbalize that thought, it would be like I would be facing 10 times the fluffing back to me, so I'll keep quiet. What? Do my ears smell the same way? How would I know? It's not like I smell myself. I'm telling you, it's no big deal. You don't need to check. Alright, check the first floor first. Not so. Yuniko, like the front runners of the Holy Grail War Arena Rani, and the Alter Ego Passionate, is an unusual type of sentinel. In a sense, between all of them, she may become the most troublesome opponent yet. Please stay focused.
エゴの次は脱落者とはな。イベント尽くしにも程がある。どこまで仲間に恵まれていないんだ、お前は。事実は小説よりきなりか。ドキュメンタリーは畑違いだが、お前を題材にするのなら少しは筆が乗りそうだな。
アンデルセン、彼は真剣にジナコさんを案じているのです。それを何ですか。もっとひどい目に遭わないか、さらなる裏目を引かないかなどと期待するなんて、本当に辛い話です。抗えば抗うほどハマっていく。底なし沼に飲まれた美男子の苦悩は禁断の蜜のよう。私もずぶりと溺れてしまいたい。
いろいろすまんな。人間禁欲生活が長いと反動が大きくなる。この女の頭がここまでとは想像の拉致外だ。今の失言は忘れてもらうには違う話で塗り替えるしかあるまい。さて今回は何を題材にするか。そうだな、これまでの女どもの話をするか。どのバカな話が聞きたい？
Alright, since you're offering, let's talk about Rin Tosaka.
東坂凛、アジア圏で名を馳せるフリーランスのウィザード。レオ・ビスタリオ・ハーウェイと敵対する若き天才ハッカーらしいな。行動的かつ決断主義、どこからどう見ても肉食系の女だが、目標というより目近だな。 誰よりも自立した少女に見えるが、それは見せかけに過ぎない。あれはそうやって自分を律していないと生きていけない人間だ。努力型の天才というやつだ。才能にあふれた勤勉家ほど見ていて気持ちのいい生き物はいまい。
まあ、あなたにしては評価が高いのですね。確か育ちのいいお嬢さんには厳しめの評価をしたような。
その例はお前だけだ。生まれた時から蝶よ花よとめでられた女なんぞろくな性格にならん。第一、遠坂凛は名門だが生まれは過酷だぞ。幼くして天涯孤独だからな。素直になれないのも金銭にうるさいのもそのあたりが原因だろう。
そうですか。では3つ目の SG はあれは彼女の本性なのですか？
本性ではあるが表には出ないものだ。人間の性質は一方に偏ることこそあれ、一方しかない状態にはならない。砂時計をイメージしろ。砂が空になることはあれ、器の形は変わらないだろう。それと同じだ。正反対の性質は空にはなるが、本能はその際立った空虚さに我慢ができない。結果禁忌として今の自分と正反対の属性に砂を戻したが、正しいバランスを取るためにな。遠坂凛は自分の理想通りに前進するあまり、自分の弱さも際立たせている。誰かに支配されたいなんて願望は支配する側の損得を知らなければ出ないセリフだ。サディストは勤勉でなくては成り立たず、マゾヒストは強欲でなくては成り立たない。どちらが奴隷でどちらが奉仕している側かなんぞ、物の見方次第で変わるという話だ。
It all depends on how you look at it. How you look at what specifically?
そりゃ愛だろうよ。より強く愛している方が本当に支配している側と言える。これは全てに共通する結論だぞ。だからこそ世の中はバカらしい。結局はそんなものでひっくり返るのだからな。
本当困った人です。そんな乱暴な意見声高に吹聴されてはマスターである私に咎が及びます。自重してくださいね、アンデル
セン。そうだな。これまでの女どもの話。
Alright, since you're offering, let's talk about Ronnie 8.
ラニ8。エジプトはアトラス山に未だ隠れ住むという錬金術師が残した最後のホムンクルス。言ってしまうと新人類だ。クローンに人権が与えられない西洋圏では肉を持った AI 程度の扱いだろうがな。体力的には人間以下であり、自然界での生存競争は困難だろうが、ここは電子の海。演算機能が力となる世界だ。ラニ8はムーンセルが作り出した管理 AI と同等のスペックを持っている。彼女に心なんて余分なものが作られていなければ間違いなく最強のマスターになっていただろう。受動的かつ結果主義。どこからどう見ても装飾系の少女だが、人形というより無垢な幼女だな。あれはまだ成長途中の幼気だ。論理的に矛盾したもの、カオスを呼ぶ不純を許容できない。迷宮を守るという役割なら遠坂凛より一段階優れた英士だったろ
無垢な幼女、管理したがりの彼女がですか？
う。ああ、管理とは理想だ。自分の理想から外れたものを許容できない。極度の潔癖症と言えるだろう。
Meticulous. Well, Ronnie's SG2 is a far cry from being meticulous, I think.
だから下着などという余分なものを許せないのさ。風呂上がりに裸になって散歩してみろ。あまりの清涼感に叫びそうになるぞ。ちなみに俺も執筆に詰まるとよくやる。
そうですか。時にアンデルセン、今抱えている仕事はありますか？
現在請け負っているタスクは一冊だけだ。なんだ、追加依頼か？ キャパオーバーだ。これ以上俺に苦しめと。
いえ、安心なさい。間違っても過度な仕事は押し付けません。この殺生院キアラ、固く誓いましたとも。
それは頂上。まあ依頼がないのはないで寂しいが、どうだキアラ、ちょうど大長編のプロットを構想中なんだが。
間違っても合意いたしません。裸で走り回るために魔力を使うなど、あなたの宝具はストーリーキングですか？
You're right. Did you?
なんでしょう皆さん、急に押し黙ってしまって。私何か問題発言でも？
いや、なんでもない。ところで座布団を1枚やろう。即興にしては素晴らしい切り返しだった。裸の王様とストーリーキングをかけるとはくだらん女だと思っていたが見直したぞ。まあダジャレ自体はつまらなかったが。
そんなつもりで口にしたのではありません。今のは事故です。事故。
Alright, since you're offering, let's talk about Juniko.
ジナコカリギリ、用務員室に住む電脳警備員、年齢不詳、経歴不明。サーバントはランサー、戦闘経験はゼロ、ウィザードとしての実力は並以下。しかしウエストのサイズなら女性マスターの中でも最強。そしておそらく腐っている。
Yes, I see. What? That's it?
これ以上に何が必要だ。よもやあの肉ぶどんの趣味や性癖を知りたいとでも言うのか。先物買いにも程があるぞ。どれほど贅沢に育てられ最高品質になっても豚肉は豚肉だ。
なぜ私を見るのです？
この通り牛の凶悪さには到底及ばん。まあ牛も牛で腹にもたれるのでよくはないのだが、やはり鳥が最高だ。栄養素こそ低いがフォルムの美しさは打肉の中でも飛び抜けている。俺は断然鳥肌だ。
What's this guy talking about? That's when it sort of hit me. My Kiara declared that she won't fight. Where the servant really does have no utility. Wait, that gave me Karna? Okay.
そうだな。そうか。俺も手間が省けて助かる。節度のないマスターの尻拭いなんぞとてもじゃないがやってられん。
I guess check the library really quick just in case like a story pops up or something. Okay, good timing. I was wondering because Anderson's now in the hallway if that would have changed something. Fairy tales and picture books line the shelf. I recall reading The Little Mermaid a few days ago, so I scanned the shelves wondering if Anderson had written anything else. Here's one, The Emperor's New Clothes. There was once an emperor who thought of dressing well and owned a great many clothes. One day, two swindlers arrived claiming to be weavers and said that they would manufacture a cloth that only the stupid cannot see. Although the emperor and his vassals could not see the cloth, they dreaded the thought of being stupid and praised this cloth that could not be seen. At last, the clothes were finished. The king donned them and attended a parade. Then a child saw and exclaimed, "The emperor's naked." Feeling a lot of irony in this, Anderson did not say the stories that he wants to write are different from the stories he must write, but The Emperor's New Clothes is something that I would expect from Anderson. For what reason would that twisted writer compose this tale? I got the urge to ask him about it if I get a break between explorations. In other words, I probably can't do it yet, and I have to wait. Oh no, looks like I can do it now. You read The Emperor's New Clothes, right? All right, good. Let's get to the test. See that helpless woman over there? Tell me straight what you think of her. Look carefully over her body. Make sure you were purposely disregarding her before, but you're going to spit out the honest truth right now. Let me tell you her three sizes from the top: 96, 58, 86. She's too devious to describe. What? Anderson? Come on, look at this obscene body and tell me what you think. Shout your thoughts out through your chest, no holding back. just got put on the spot very unexpectedly, but I might as well humor Anderson. I've been dying to say this ever since we first met. Kiara Sesshoin's figure is... The thing is, everyone here is such a unique character. A simple nun doesn't really stand out, you know. I am a woman. I want to show off just a little. Be adventurous. A young and foolish. Who's young and foolish? You're a woman in her mid to late 20s. How many youths have you enslaved with those legs of yours? If you're gonna pretend to be a saint, then bring out those humongous breasts of yours first. No problem, right? You are a cow. Ah, this insufferable man. Why is it that all you ever say are things that embarrass others? Now I get it. Sometimes the truth hurts, I suppose. Anderson makes a completely valid point, but I have to sympathize with Kiara here. Apparently the moral of that book is learn and take a hint. Anyway, explaining every little detail would have been silly, so I asked that in order to recreate the Emperor's new clothes. Turned out to be surprisingly dull. This is more of a dialogue to have with Ring Tosaka. In any case, thanks for reading again. If you read it, I'm sure you understand. I'm a pessimist at heart. Whether you're good or bad, someone else or myself, I hate everyone. Enough that I criticized myself over my 70 disgraceful years of life. I would have been better living half as long. Please don't ask a guy like that about what his work means. Why would I even answer honestly? A pessimist. It's true that Anderson, considered one of the best 3 writers in the world, didn't exactly have a bright and happy upbringing. Still, he lived out the span of his entire natural life, despite constantly drowning in despair. I don't think he ever tried to take his own life. Yeah, that's right. Absolutely disgraceful of me. However, a person's life has its uses. Whether one goes naturally or by accident, one needs to get the most out of the moment of their death. But I, ended up missing my chance to die at the right time. Yeah, my life was just one big regret. How could I mess up the timing of my own demise? I was left a ghost, simply living out a habit. Thanks to that, I'm still tormented by women even after death, even though my preference skews way younger. I'm the one being tormented here. Okay, dear, let's leave it at that. I'm happy that you've taken an interest in my servant, but as you can see, he's in, Amino Jaku. Knowing more about him will bring no benefit to you. Have you ever considered that he may not be worth your time? Kiara politely ends the conversation. Sure, I don't get anything out of this, but I'm curious about Anderson's past. Just a little more and I'll fill his matrix. So, when I have the time, I'll go look for one of his works. For Karna, we got... Wait, did I just get his class and nothing else? Did I really only just get his class off of that? Okay. Anderson, we got several things. Observation. Anderson's characteristic skill, rank A. The art of observing and understanding people. It's not simply observing, but also hypothesizing the manners, likes, and even lives of the people he might not even know the names of, requiring incredible memory. Though Anderson is known as a pessimist, the foundation of it isn't rejection but understanding. The only thing he can do is spin stories, and that's exactly why he swore to continue to speak more sincerely than anyone else. You may criticize how BB and alter egos go about love as unsightly, in bad taste, and conceited, but beneath it is a profound understanding of identification as well as a reprimand. He goes about saying that most of his abusive language isn't to completely deny them, but serve as the candid advice filled with warnings. Well, that he hates women is also an undeniable truth. The ability to construct various items through magecraft. Well, he doesn't know magecraft. Making practical use of his noble phantasm, he can more or less produce what can be found in his literary works. Apparently, his specialty is a love letter that conveys 100% of your feelings, but considering Anderson's own experience of love, it's pretty much impossible to ask. In addition, he had a strange habit of winning his life. When I'm sleeping, isn't it possible for me to be mistaken for dead and get buried? With his fear, it said that he was so anxious about it that he always had a note with "I'm not dead" written on his person. Alright.
ああ、もうやってられねえ。次から次へとセンチネル増えるし、ご主人様との愛を育む暇もねえ。
Right as we entered the room, Casper started grumbling. I feel our pain. When the hell are we going to be able to clear this labyrinth?
もう を知るならご主人様の秘密を知りたいです。他人のなんて腹の足しにもなりません。
My secret. Regardless of what she wants, how can I have secrets with my memory being so hazy?
ありますでしょ。例えばそうですね。
Casher gave me this bewitching smile. I started sweating unpleasantly. What on earth is this fox gonna ask?
私とリンさんとラニさん、それとさくらさん、この中でどなたが一番好みですか？人格的な意味ではなく身体的な意味で。
Body? She means in that way?
はい、単純に好みの話、アンケートのようなものとお考えください。私は除外の方向で、あくまで参考ですので。
Certainly, it doesn't seem to hold any ulterior motive if we call it a survey. But based on Casper's demeanor, it looks like she won't let me leave unless I reply. I just have to go for it and say honestly. I have no preference.
さくらさんですか？癒し系のくせにあの質量ですからね。肉スペックだけなら A ランクでしょうとも。ともあれ、ご主人様の秘密、このキャスターしかと受け取りました。おかげさまでだいぶやる気が復活です。大丈夫ですよ。この会話は私とご主人様だけの秘密です。他の誰にも喋りません。実を言えば2人だけの秘密っていうのに憧れていたんです。ご主人様のおかげで夢が一つ叶っちゃいました。ありがとうございます。
Alright. I wonder if Darling has an SG as well. Something like Miko's are Moe, or Fluffy Ears are Moe, or Pink is Moe. I do want to see it if the chance arises, but defeating Jineko comes first, right? Which means we'll leave the main course for later. Okay, closet. Should have a new outfit for her.
ラブリータマモにこうご期待です。
Okay, I was about to say, she should have more dialogue because I changed her outfit.
たまにはこんな格好もいかがでしょうか、ご主人様。
I couldn't peel my eyes off her for a good while. Caster's looking like a typical girl. It's utterly adorable.
おやおややややや、この服ではちょっと普通すぎてご主人様の気を引けないかと思っていましたが、どうやらそんな心配は杞憂だったようですね。なるほどなるほど。ご主人様はこういった普通の格好がお好みだったんですね。これは盲点、思わぬ発見。ねえご主人様、こうして2人で並んでみると私たち普通のバカップルに見えませんか？
Caster nestles up beside me, making my heart beat faster. Hey, wait a second. Sappy, did you really have to add Sappy?
そのくらい恋に盲目になりたいという希望なのです。ではそろそろ迷宮へデートに参りましょうか、ご主人様。なんだか新鮮な気分です。
Caster's happier than usual, her tail's waving back and forth. Well, I guess this isn't so bad to see once in a while.